Hey everybody, 650 Eves right here, and it's November 26th, and there's some internet chatter going on that the R1 and the R1Ms have a recall going on, something related to the transmission that, if not addressed, could result in serious injury or death. That's pretty serious sounding, if you ask me. So I'm going to ride my HP4 today. But how do I feel about that recall? I don't really mind. You know, it's good that Yamaha is addressing the issue, and they're going to notify the owners of the bikes that are affected, and we'll find out. I haven't received any official correspondence from Yamaha yet. I just had another version of the Brentuning ECU flash, the latest and greatest version, installed onto my motorcycle. Many thanks to Brentuning for that. And I must tell you, first off, the first thing that I noticed was that the quick shifter has improved. Now that's always been a gripe that I've had with the HP4, is that the quick shifter hasn't been as refined and smooth as the Brentuning, or most recently the R1M, or even the H2. But now, I don't know what those geniuses have done at Brentuning, but the quick shifter is definitely much improved. It is silky smooth to upshift into gears now. I don't feel any hesitation. It does not disrupt the chassis like it used to. It is just great. And it still makes the awesome shotgun popping sound when you engage and upshift. So that's the first thing that I want to talk about. Now the second thing, as I downshift, was that there's definitely been a power increase on this motorcycle. Wow. Definitely more power with the Brentuning ECU flash. And of course, who doesn't want more power as I have people hogging the road? This bike definitely... Oh, I'm out of fuel. It definitely feels much faster. As I have 36 miles left, that should be fine. See if I can downshift here a little bit. Third gear. Wow! That is much more power than what this bike used to have. And again, the quick shifter is absolutely flawless. I don't know what those guys do over there at Brentuning, but I'll tell you what, they do an outstanding job. And we're going to hook up with some of the fast boys here in a little bit, where I'll be able to test this bike against some other bikes to test its true power. And it's very windy today. But that's okay. There's usually a pooper hanging out over here, so I'll slow it down. Where's Mr. Pooper? I don't see him yet, but I know he's had. That pooper that I told you all about a moment ago has caught his first fish of the day, and right now he's frying him in a skillet and issuing him all sorts of citations as he sits there with his lights on, with nobody in his custody, waiting for me, no doubt, to teach me a lesson I won't soon forget. But I'm not going to be his huckleberry today, because I haven't done anything to warrant him coming out to teach me a lesson. So I've been using Brentuning ECU flashes since 2012, and I'm very pleased with their product. I've never had an issue with them. I've always purchased a handheld tool to get my ECU flashed. I had the first generation tool and then the second generation handheld tool, which is Wi-Fi enabled, and you can pull your tune off the cloud and things like that. It makes it really convenient to flash your ECU. But I only have great things to say about Brentuning. I have not worked with the other folks that flash BMW S1000RRs or HP4s. That would be Max BMW does flashing, and so does Alpha Racing. but I don't have any experience with those companies, so I can't, you know, say if they're good or bad or whatever. What I can say is that Brentuning does a great job, and I'm very pleased with it. So we're going to hook up here with these fast boys and put some fuel in this vehicle since I have only 16 miles left, and we're going to do some cruising. Looks like everybody's pretty much ready for a change, which is good. So there's lots of traffic, but I get the feeling that Starterway is really thinking about doing a wheelie right now, and it's really bugging him that there's a lot of traffic. But something tells me his bike's going to be airborne, or the front wheel at least, in a matter of seconds. Well, we got a lot of the fast boys out. The ZX10s, S1000s, Gixxers, Ninja H2s. On November 26th, this is like a bonus day for us because in the Midwest, it's usually cold, and sometimes on Thanksgiving, it is actually snow, significant snow. I see him getting ready for his wheelie, I think. Yeah, I knew it. Here he comes. He can't help himself. So some people like to eat turkey for Thanksgiving. Starterway here just likes to pop wheelies. And we'll see how long he rides this thing out. It is extremely windy. And he's rocking some Nike. Oh, not long at all. I think it's because of the wind, right? The wind? Yeah. That wasn't a long wheelie at all. Not bad, my son. Not bad. Not bad at all. That man weighs 150 pounds, and I'm right there with him on the Brentuning BMW HP4. Brentuning can make a believer out of you, as it made a believer out of me and my son, Trans Am Guy 73. We all believe in Brentuning. We know what he can do. This man allowed this bike with my fat arse to keep up with that little guy right there on a ZX10 with VSC carbon fiber wheels and a man that weighs significantly less than I do. That is absolutely amazing. That's Donnie Brasco, and that's his beautiful ZX10 with carbon fiber wheels, and this Brentuning special is keeping up. So we got Mustang Dame on his beautiful Ninja H2, and that bike just looks absolutely gorgeous. The single-sided swing arm, his exhaust, and everything, even the green on the bike really looks beautiful. But I think that the 2016 color is going to look a little better for me, at least, because my BST wheels don't have the green striping on them, so that should make them look pretty nice. And there's Danny Brasco there, and then we got our good buddy Salah over there on his I was about to call it a Brentuning special, but he's not using Brentuning on his bike. He's the Trans Am Guy 73 special without the Brentuning, and it looks great too. And our new buddy Rocky right here on his 2015 S1000 RR. Baby, Brentuning. Brentuning all the way. Brentuning enabled me to be the man on a 2015 S1000 that weighs 85 pounds less than me. That man right there. That man right there got what is coming to him. That's right. That's right. Well, Lil DZ got whooped on, sadly. But that happens, you know. Salah beat him, and I beat Salah. So there we go. That was Salah and Donnie going at it again. I don't know who won that one, but it was a damn close one. Now, so we're all fueled up, and now we're going to hit these country roads and get some enjoyment out of this beautiful late November day out here in the country in southern Ohio. And the roads out here are usually fantastic, and we're going to see if they've changed much. I haven't been out here in about 3 years, and we're going to try to roll out to the Tappan Lake area. But again, I can't stop talking about the Brentuning ECU flash that I had, the recent one, where he relocated the air temp sensor into the snout of the motorcycle now. So that supposedly keeps the horsepower steady, so that the bike doesn't think that it's getting hot and reduce the horsepower. And I can tell already that it has definitely made an improvement. As you can see, I was able to take down Salah, a young man that weighs 85 pounds less than me, and he's riding a 2015 S1000 RR. And he used to have a Brentuning flash, but he had his flash taken off the bike, and now he's using the Power Commander with the custom tune. And I was able to slay and fillet and pickle him into a jar that I will be viewing and utilizing throughout the winter months. Sort of like Jabba the Hutt did to Han Solo when he froze him up. That's what happens when I defeat a person. Yeah. We're enjoying some beautiful scenery down here in southern Ohio. And the roads are just magnificent. But we can't be out here too long. A couple of our guys have to go places for Thanksgiving, so we're not going to be able to really explore. But there's a little canal right there, a body of water. We'll see if we can get past this Harley and this automobile, and then we'll start heading back. And the Harley's going to pass the car. We can too. It's a beautiful lake right there. I believe that's Atwood Lake. It's huge. Quite fantastic. Beautiful stretch of roadway. Yeah, that's the lake. It's a beautiful lake. So I want to take a moment and talk about the Brentuning ECU flash that I had recently done to the bike. Their latest version is absolutely outstanding. I've seen an improvement in horsepower, performance, torque. The quick shifter has been improved thanks to their ECU flash. And the DDC suspension is much more refined and better as well. And they had me relocate the air temperature sensor right there. So now it's right in the nose of the motorcycle. And so what that supposedly is going to do is that you know, when the bike gets hot, because it's right there and it's getting constant air, there's not going to be a reduction in horsepower now because of that. And that is just really awesome. A really good idea to do, and I think it definitely helps. The bike is a lot faster. You've seen a video clip of me beating my good buddy on the 2015 S1000 that beat me on my R1M just the other day. You saw that I took him down, and that young man weighs 85 pounds less than me, and yet this BMW HP4 was able to defeat him. It's definitely a much improved motorcycle. I can't say enough about Brentuning and the work that they've done on the BMW HP4. You know, there are other companies out there that are in the business of tuning ECUs for the S1000 and the HP4, Max BMW and Alpha Racing, just to name a couple. But I haven't had an opportunity to work with those companies, so I can't really say how their product is. But I can say that I've been working with Brentuning since 2012. I have 15,221 miles on this motorcycle, and it is really, really fast. It feels just like the first day that I took delivery in 2013, and that's a testament to BMW. You know, it's a great bike. I see why the S1000 and the HP4 have a great fan base, is because this bike does everything right. It's rock solid. It's quite dependable. I haven't rode this bike in months. Unless you count, you know, riding it on the highway a couple times when Stunner Way was riding it. But I really haven't spent a whole day like I've done today riding this motorcycle in months. And when I jump back on it, it just feels, I felt right at home. And everything was solid. I had to, of course, lube my chain and apply some air to the tires. But aside from that, it was just basically jumping on it and riding it. Everything worked as it should. The heated grips were great, even though it's 65 degrees right now. I still enjoy using my heated grips because this is the only bike that has it. So it's just great. The Brock's Performance exhaust sounds great, looks great. This exhaust has over 30,000 miles on it. 30,000 miles on this full titanium exhaust, and I just love it. I love the look of the titanium. I'm so pleased. I can't wait to continue my working relationship with Brock's Performance and see what they can do for my BMW. I'm sorry, for my Kawasaki Ninja H2. So that's it. I'm just gonna wrap up and head back home here on Thanksgiving Day and enjoy a meal. Now that the Fast Boys have left me and I'm out here in Akron somewhere seeking shelter from law enforcement at what looks to be a very nice newly built hospital system here. But yeah, the Brentuning ECU flash, definitely the way to go. If you own a BMW S1000 or an HP4, I highly recommend that you purchase the Brentuning ECU flash for your motorcycle. Either the handheld device, which is what I use, or you can have your ECU taken out of the motorcycle and sent to Brentuning and have it flashed and sent and returned back to you. Either way, you cannot go wrong with the Brentuning ECU flash for the BMW S1000 and the HP4. As always, thanks for viewing, and we'll see you next time.